So in this video, I'm going to be trying out making my own roll-on perfume fragrance. So depending on how long it takes, I'll only do one. Only do one, and if it takes long, or if it takes shorter than I thought, I might do two. There's an option of doing, I think, about 4 in here, so there's that. Right, so I've already read the instructions beforehand, and it basically says first you need to smell all the scents so that you know what you're making. So you start with that. Plus, my family's watching a football game right now, so if you hear screaming in the video, that's why. I hope you don't, but if it happens that you hear that, oh well. Anyway, so I'm gonna open it up. So I've got that. So I'm gonna smell all these, decide which one I like best, and get all the materials I need out of the box. And then once I've done that, I'll be back in a couple of seconds to show you what it looks like. Okay, so I smelled everything, and I like the coconut and the vanilla best. There's also a lavender one, and I have added like 10 drops of lavender in here, and I'm going to add a little bit of coconut and see how it mixes together and everything. So the instructions told me to add this up to 10 milliliters or whatever. So I did that, and it was a little bit over, but whatever. So I'm going to take some of the coconut, and I have to suck it up through here. I'm a real scientist. Okay, that was about 6, I think. 6 drops. Tells you to keep track of the amount of drops of each thing, so you can remake your mixtures after the fact. So I'm going to now mix it, and you have to use like a little stir stick here. I'm gonna smell this. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting scent. I don't know if I like it or not, so I might give it to my sister. So, next step they say is to put it into here. One of these containers. So it has this so you can label it. So you take this lid off, I'm pretty sure. And in the past few ones, the lids have been the hardest thing possible to take off. That one was easy, but the rest of them, they had really hard lids to take off. So it took me about 5 minutes to take off. So now I have to pour this in here. This might be too much. Oh, it is. I'm gonna pour some of it back in here. Pour a little bit back. Okay. Now you add your topper thing on here, I believe. You put this on top, and I believe you shake it. Okay. So let's see. Might take a little bit to get started. Okay, here it is. See the shimmer on my hand? That's where it is. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's a coconut lavender, so it's an interesting scent. And now my hands are like oily, very, very oily. So, the lids for the scent things, I kept twisting and twisting, and I couldn't figure it out, and then finally I figured you have to, there's like a little knob here, and I have to pull it as you push with the other thing. So, very hard to open. Alright. So, besides the trouble opening each little scent thing, everything else worked in the set. So what they ask you to do now is they give you like a little recipe sheet so that you can remake it again. And so they want you to put the scent in a little square and then say how much drops you added of each scent. So I'm going to do that. And then I will make another one. Now I have extra from the first thing, so maybe if I rub out enough of the scent on here, I can add the extra. I don't know, but I'll see if that will work. So let's put that over here. I was measuring it, and I had the cup on a paper plate. That way, if I had any mess ups, it can just get thrown out. That's what it looks like. You roll it on your hand, and it's supposed to make a scent. Now it's white, so it doesn't show up that much on the card, but whatever. So it says in the instructions, Sharpie not included, or permanent marker not included, which I hate, because what if you took this kit to like the cabin and you didn't have a Sharpie or you didn't have scissors? I really hate when it says not included. So, yeah, that's why, because what if you wanted to take it to the cabin and you can't, and you get it ready and you want to do it, and then you realize I can't do it because I don't have this that I have at home, but I don't have at the cabin. So that's why I don't like when it says not included, or whatever in the instructions. So I'm gonna add, I had about 7, I think, drops of the coconut, and about 11 drops of lavender. So yeah, I'm gonna add that in there, and I also have to make a name for this. So I'm gonna make it as coconut lavender. Simple as that. So yeah, coconut lavender. So yeah, as you can see, my parents are screaming at the TV from a game they're watching. I don't know if that caught in the video, but if it did, that's why. Or whatever. So, gonna write down coconutty lavender or something. And it's really hard to write on a rounded surface. I would have thought that they would take the label and give you just a sticker sheet so you can write it down clearly, flat, and then you place it on here, but they didn't. So that sucks. This video was not sponsored, but it actually worked. So it was actually pretty good. So I'm going to make other scents in other videos, since this is already almost 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to write down all my ingredients and everything, then I'll show you what it looks like after that. Okay, so I wrote on there coconutty lavender, and I wrote on here my recipe. Now I'm gonna go ask my sister what she thinks of this scent and my family, and I'll come back in a couple of seconds with their responses, and I'll tell you. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so all my family members liked it, so that worked. That's awesome. And yeah, so this product does work. So that's good. I will make the other scents in upcoming videos, and yeah, so remember to comment, like, subscribe, and remember to stay happy.